All right, just get you the latest from the ongoing political drama in Rajasthan. The hearing on Sachin Pilot and another MLA, rebel MLA's plea in the Rajasthan High Court, challenging the Speaker's disqualification notice, has now started again. This, in fact, shortly after it was adjourned, when Pilot's counsel admitted that the petition was hurriedly filed and sought time to amend it. In a notice issued yesterday, the Speaker had asked Sachin Pilot and 18 rebel MLAs to reply by tomorrow on alleged bid to topple the government. Meanwhile, sources say calls are being made to MLAs loyal to Pilot, threatening them to return. The Rajasthan government is likely to file FIR against Sachin Pilot and the loyalists, alleging kidnapping of the public representatives. The Congress, meanwhile, the central leadership, on the other hand, continues to make small overtures to Sachin Pilot. Priyanka Gandhi has asked senior leaders KC Venugopal and Ahmed Patel to speak to Pilot to try and convince him to make a comeback as far as the party is concerned. But meanwhile, it is the Chief Minister of Rajasthan, Ashok Gehlot, who seems to have decided that he is going to push Sachin Pilot further into a corner. He once again went all out, attacking Sachin Pilot. And remember what he did yesterday, alleged that he has evidence, proof that Sachin Pilot was indulging to destabilize and ensure the fall of the government in Rajasthan.
कोई अच्छा इंग्लिश हिंदी बोलना, अच्छी बाइट देना, वो सब कुछ नहीं होता है। अच्छे हैंडसम पर्सन होने सब कुछ नहीं होता है। आपके दिल में क्या है देश के लिए, आपका कमिटमेंट क्या है, आपकी विचारधारा, नीति, कार्यक्रम जो है आपकी पार्टी के, कितना बड़ा कमिटमेंट है आपका, ये सब देखा जाता है आपको।
So this is a story which is generating massive political reactions. Let's listen in to few of the reactions from both the Congress and the BJP in this tug of war of Rajasthan.
सुरजेवाला जी, पांडे जी और जो बाकी लोग यहाँ आए हुए हैं, अविनाश जी, ये अभी भी कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि किसी तरह से उन सब लोगों को पार्टी के साथ जोड़ने का प्रयत्न किया जाए और पायलट को भी वापस लाया जाए। ऐसे समय पर अशोक गहलोत ने बहुत होशियारी के साथ जो कमेंट्स किए हैं वो इस प्रकार के किए हैं कि पायलट अगर आता भी हो तो अब आने के उसके रास्ते बंद हो जाए।
It's a very sad chapter in Indian history. So many amendments have been made to the 10th schedule to make it more effective, give it teeth. But there are, one problem is resolved, two more come up. Two are resolved, four come up. And this has been a toothless tiger.
राजस्थान में जो है वो टिड्डी दल बहुत घुस गया था। अब टिड्डी दल को भी निकालना चाहिए और फिसड्डी दल तो है ही है, जो उसको क्या करेगी जनता तय करेगी। आज की कांग्रेस पार्टी की अगर दो लाइन में कहानी आप देखें तो अहंकार जो है वो एक्सीलेटर पर है और जनाधार जो है वो वेंटिलेटर पर है। तो पप्पू की पॉलिटिकल पाखंड और परपंच का ये परिणाम है।
These phenomena are not known, not new, because they have done it everywhere. Every state they tried. Goa they tried, Karnataka they did. Somewhere Maharashtra they failed. Manipur they tried, and again they failed, again they succeeded. Like that, this has become a pattern. I think it's not good for the ultimate success of the democracy of this country.
Congress party trying to put the blame game on Bharatiya Janata Party. They are trying to encourage the horse trading, and if there is a failure, they are just trying to put the blame on the on the Bharatiya Janata Party. It is the wrong decisions of the Congress party which has made many of the people to lose their faith in the leadership, and then trying to go to other parties.
All right, for the latest, let me now go across to my colleague Devankur Badhavan, who's joining us from Jaipur. I also have National Affairs editor Rahul Shrivastava for more perspective on this story. Dave, coming to you first, what's the latest? I mean, the hearing initially was adjourned till tomorrow. What prompted the resumption of the hearing in the Rajasthan High Court?
Well, clearly, Ankit, if you look at the situation and the circumstances leading to the current impasse, the Rajasthan Assembly had issued notices. Now, as far as the reply to the notices is concerned, the time is running out on Sachin Pilot. Clearly, the deadline for the reply is 1 p.m. July 17, which is Friday, which is tomorrow. And Pilot and the other rebel MLAs are supposed to reply by that time. If they do not, the Speaker of the Assembly can go ahead and take a decision in the matter. Now, the move to go to the court was a preemptive move. Pilot wanted that entire notice to be quashed, but it was admitted by Harish Salve, who is Pilot's counsel, that the petition was hurriedly filed, that it was a constitutional matter, and that it should have been referred to the divisional bench. And that is why the matter was heard once again at 5 p.m. today. And the Chief Justice allowed the petition to be admitted. And what will happen in this case is that a date will be assigned when the matter could be next heard. So whatever, whether the Speaker of the Rajasthan Assembly, Dr. C.P. Joshi, extends the deadline or not is something which time can tell. But for the time being, it seems that the deadline will end tomorrow 1 p.m. Ankit?
All right, Dave, stay on with me. Rahul, this entire fight is about the 10th schedule, where both Sachin Pilot and Ashok Gehlot would want to find a way, which is in fact supporting their point of view. Ashok Gehlot wants to get them disqualified. Sachin Pilot wants to hold on. The longer this stretches, Rahul, who do you think benefits more and who will get more jittery?
Ankit, there are two elements. One is the 10th schedule element. Now, there are different court orders from the Supreme Court. Interestingly, in 2011, there was a case of BJP MLAs rebelling against Yediyurappa, in which the court has said something very interesting, that a movement by political MLAs against a chief minister, seeking change in the chief minister, does not tantamount to switching loyalties and does not come under the purview of the 10th schedule. So that order went in favor of those MLAs. And that is where Yediyurappa got in trouble. On the other hand, we have seen the recent past, the courts do not get into the domain of the speaker. The real issue is, if you notice, Sachin Pilot and others have not gotten into any anti-Congress activity, they are saying. They are saying that we have only raised our voice against the chief minister. The party meeting which was called does not tantamount to a violation because the whip is not valid. So what they are trying to do is prove that they are not anti-party, so out of the purview of the 10th schedule. Now in that, the courts will have to adjudicate. The problem here is that more the tangle, the more the time lapses, say the speaker gives the adjudication, then the issue will be that the matter will be Supreme Court versus the speaker's action, where the speaker, the Supreme Court usually does not intervene. It in fact maximum asks for a floor test.
Yes.
Now that's where lies the real catch. Can Ashok Gehlot government prove that they have indulged in anti-party activities? Are there phone calls? Who authorized them? I think a lot of these things are going to come in play, but long time will be in trouble for Sachin Pilot.
The longer it goes, as Rahul is saying, will be trouble for Sachin Pilot to try and keep the MLAs that he has together and try and get more from Ashok Gehlot camp. The initial, if there is a floor test which happens quickly in a day or two, that is where possibly Mr. Ashok Gehlot, that is the kind of situation he's trying to avoid, because he would not want Sachin Pilot and the MLAs to come onto the floor of the assembly and vote against them. Rahul Srivastava, thank you so much for joining us. Dave, also thanks to you. Now there is breaking.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.